this should be a good one.
Good afternoon. Captain Justin DeLeon here, and today we're going to be talking
So I just got
about
off the phone with a quarry out in Deposit there. They're lined up with Delaware Basin Stone. And,
but it's also applicable at the company
oh
level.
boy, I'll tell you, when it comes to
The
stone,
references
Delaware
that we'll
Basin
be
Stone
using
definitely
today
put
are first
the taste of mud in my mouth.
ATP3-21.8.
But with that being said, you know, I was willing to jump onto a quarry driller. I'm not really
Okay, so
informed by those things. Not a job I've really done before with drilling, but a lot of equipment's the same stuff over and over again. You throw a guy in the loader, and that's you gotta watch them. But they gave me the $15 an hour spiel. Firstly, I might have been interested in it in the fact that it's a job I hadn't done before, but I've operated too many pieces of equipment, and I generally get a quick response on those kinds of systems, where they usually give me command pretty quick over at least the situational models and things like that. But what really bothered me with the conversation that I had was, you know, when I asked for a ladder, I was like, you know, yeah, I got to know from the start on common training, what guys, how far they get, what your turnover rates are, you know, so I can learn from their mistakes. I got to know that you did mistakes. I got, you know, it's one thing to say that there's a way to drill bits and there's a way to drill correctly. I understand that. You want to do your job well, not just do your job. But that brings up the concept on, well, how long does it normally take somebody to learn? At what percent do they start to blast out good rock? You know, obviously, if the yields are numbers and you're drilling out, are things acceptable, are things not acceptable? You know, I'm going to have to go through those things, and that's the point with the ladder. You know, you should have these failures and systems marked so you can find a way to gauge those. And usually, if not having one, that's something that I do. And that's hard to do when you're just drilling for somebody, or when I say drilling for somebody, I don't mean it just as the bits. I mean, you're going at it like that all the time. Then I have to double down that work at home to do a thing, and have you got a study practice for your drillers, and is that common to accept 63 megaparsecs, some rookie that is completely green, has no work experience whatsoever, or something that comes in with work experience relative to a high-value employee? What kind of timelines did they work before? What kind of systems did they do? Because you should have one for every anchored position in your company. This is the IMA. This is what OSHA is. Have safety standard. Turnover rates. Turnover rates are a safety negligence. Why do they keep happening? Why have nobody done anything to increase those things? Unless this is the expansion of the company that is force multiplied beyond what the local staff can do before raises and promotions tip over to a new complete position, right? So that's something I really can't stand. I cannot fucking stand that when some boss gives me that bullshit. Oh, we don't do that. More like you never did. You know, and why you'll always have problems forever with crew and business problems, because you will not stick to that ladder. And it's the thing you need to do to become your gravity. It'll be the thing that is used against you if you don't use these things. And it should be. Now, damn it. I'm talking to you, Schaefer.
So while this is being briefed to me,
inside here, I don't care what company that was, Rabbitohs, the stone mills, the log mill. You mark your feet, Demon Corps. I'm talking to that employee. I'm talking to this boss.
Obviously, if I'm a platoon leader, I'm receiving a.
You know, I'm a civilian. You don't have any contracts on me or any other standard, and you have something I want. You want me to do rock for you, and I want a ladder to say, hey, this is a safe place to stand for a few years or a career and a lifetime, where over those averages, with the aspect of inflation, you know what I'm saying? You just should have, that's a common marker. When inflation goes up, you should give your crew a general raise, because that's what it is. If you can't do that, then I have no stock in your company. I have no faith in your stock, more specifically. That number is only as good as you say it is. These numbers will correlate to safety standards, not just to your company, but how well you do them. And that guy getting something out of that they could take that to another company if necessary, with respect for your company. So it is absolutely insanity for me to sign on to somebody's company without that fucking ladder.
As much information as possible. they're getting down every